Bild are reporting that Jadon Sancho and some of his Borussia Dortmund teammates got a haircut at home. Not the big problem, but apparently there are pictures where the hairdresser didn't have his mask on, which would be against social distancing protocols laid forth by the Bundesliga. Is there any chance that Jadon Sancho or his teammates could face punishment over this?
I've spoken to different people, different sport directors in Germany today. I was also listening to the press conference of Dortmund with Favre and Sork, and I also spoke to a source of mine at the club, and they feel this will not be any punishment. The other thing is that they're reporting that Sancho was traveling back to England during this Corona time, which is a quite serious thing. That it shouldn't be done. Dortmund are stating that they don't know anything about it. They say this is not true. But I think for the 5-6 players, I mean, we all need haircuts. And when I have a look at me, I need a haircut too sometimes, maybe today. But there is reasons for we having rules. There are rules for the Deutsche Bundesliga, who the whole world look at, and the players need to behave. And sometimes I feel that the vaccine for COVID-19 will be sooner there than a vaccine for stupidity. Because if you're breaking rules and at the same time putting on social media, it's like unbelievable. I can't believe it. And I saw Sork this today at the press conference. He was just shaking his head. What's going on? Okay, so here's the thing. We break a rule maybe. Let's make a photo. Let's take off the gloves. Let's take off our all protections that we do. I can't believe people are doing this. And there is a story to this, remember. And I give Sancho, because Sancho is now a superstar of football. He's 20. I will give him that. But of course, there is a history where he was delayed back from a duty with his national team. Then there was a story in the papers with a golden steak, whatever that is. And now this thing. And there were six players at this hairdresser, but the stupidity, well, unbelievable.
Jan, what about Jadon Sancho on the field? He's been linked everywhere. I think the latest is Real Madrid. Is there any talk in Germany, any hope at Dortmund that they could keep him?
Well, in Germany or in Dortmund, they are always praying to keep their players, and at the end of the day, they will lose them, won't they? I think that I got a feeling that last summer there was done a Cristiano Ronaldo kind of Manchester United deal when Sir Alex Ferguson said to him, listen, I can't let you go to Real Madrid now, stay for another year, do as good as you can, and certainly he did, and then they will let him go. Against Paderborn in the first half, they won 6-1 at the end. In the first half, they were terrible. But in the second half, unbelievable. And Sancho scoring his first hat-trick at senior level. He is on fire. He's doing assist. He's 20. He's English. There are a lot of English clubs who will spend some money to get him. And I will be very surprised if he's not going this summer. And sometimes I feel that Dortmund just saying, hopefully we'll have him here as well next season. And then they kind of know that Sancho is a lost case for them.
Shaka, when you look at Jadon Sancho, that career trajectory, talk about a club like Manchester United, we know it would be a pressure cooker. Is there not at least a case to be made that at 20 years old he could benefit from another year or more at Dortmund?
Absolutely, there's a case to be made. At that age, at a club like Dortmund, who continues to play their youth and play a style of football that suits his high-energy running style, you only see his own value going up. But then that's a risk that you take, and many players take in staying someplace. And Jan used the example of Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United. Now that worked out perfectly well. But how many other times can we talk about players maybe getting injured, not having the kind of seasons that they hoped, being distracted by the attention, and their values going down somewhat? That's the gamble for Jadon Sancho. Now, my concern, just kind of looking in from the outside, is, and Jan was perfectly right in everything that he said about not just Sancho, but the other Dortmund players and the haircuts, is that he's getting a little bit too big for his britches. And you wonder if Borussia Dortmund, as good a club and as big a club as they are, the fact that they are continue to trail Bayern Munich season in, season out, it seems, he's not going to accept the kind of responsibility and mature the kind of way that he needs to while he's still there. And maybe he needs the bigger stage. Maybe he needs the brighter lights, really, for for him to focus a bit more on what's important. And then he progresses as many expect he would.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.